How's it going, everybody? This is the Erroneous One here with a new Kingdom Hearts Union Cross update. This is pretty much just going to be some coverage over the current damage challenge. So right now I'm ranked 32nd. My score is 9.6 million. I did indeed manage to obviously break that 9.5 million marker. I also traded my Chernabog already. I did pretty good on it, actually. I got Aerial, minus 60. That's great. If I can get ground on him as well, then that's going to be a beautiful, beautiful medal. He is very, very powerful. He's going to be a very good medal to get. So, at max, or at fully orbed, so all 5 orbs filled up, he's going to have a 4.0 multiplier. At max guilt, he's going to have a 12.0 multiplier, which is going to be great. That's going to be very, very good. He's only going to be 0.8 behind SciXB. SciXB has a 12.8 multiplier at max guilt. But Chernabog also has the added benefit of lowering the defense of a target it hits by 3 tiers. So he's actually going to hit harder than SciXB per hit. 4 hits though, so I'm not too sure how much damage more will do overall. Like, you know, all hits counted out, how much damage they deal. I'm not too sure about that one, but that is definitely I'm going to be testing when we get these things ready to go. Hopefully I roll a good gut roll on him, so I'm able to, you know, use a few mirrors, not a whole lot of mirrors, to get him maxed out and ready to go. But we'll see. You know, I'll definitely be doing a comparison on those two for sure to see which one actually does better overall. Because, let's be honest, guys, SciXB is an amazing medal, and SciXB is the real MVP of this particular damage challenge. And if a Tier 3 medal is able to outperform a Tier 5 reward medal, that's going to be pretty insane. So, that is I'm actually looking forward to doing. That being said, let's go into this high score, or this damage contest. It's a damage challenge, and a high score challenge. Pretty much, like I said, this is going to be a tips and tricks on what to do, what you want to look at, and what you want to utilize going through and doing this challenge. And I'm assuming challenges in the future. I haven't seen too many other damage challenges. I think one of the first ones I saw for JP was with Sephiroth EX. There was a damage challenge when he was released. I think it was Sephiroth EX, and I want to say the Lingering Will medal were the ones that were featured, or I think those were like the banner releases for that damage challenge. So, I'm not sure if that was JP's first or one or not. I don't know. So my Fenrir is only level 34, not quite 35 yet, unfortunately. I actually did not have jewels to spend on the gym week, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to get those last 4 I needed. Oops, I don't know why I pressed that button. Let's go back. There we go. I need 4 more. I'll show you how to keep it. That's why I did that. Never mind. I need 4 more power gems, and I can get them at max. But despite the fact that it's not at max, it's still doing very, very well for me. This high score challenge. With it and the 2.9 multiplier on the back slot there, you guys are going to be in a very good way to do this challenge. So there is that one. Fenrir does indeed seem the best way to excuse me, sorry, allergies. The best way to actually meet and surpass that 9.5 multiplier. So there's that. Mainly though, I'm gonna talk about the medals needed for this one, and then we'll go from there. So obviously the Keyblade's important. I'm gonna try and work on some setups later on. Thinking maybe with Olympia perhaps, because I can use my Key Art Bond on that one a little easier with the higher multiplier there. I mean, I don't know, different ideas for that one. Different story. For this one, we're going to focus on this one. So, again, bear with me also when I say this, that this challenge, guys, is most assuredly not even remotely free-to-play friendly. At all. That's flat out at all. Even if you are totally free to play, and the best example I have for this one is Smelly Octopus's free to play account, where he did not spend any jewel, he didn't pay for anything in that account at all. No gift cards, no money, no nada. The only jewels he's gotten to that account are just through events that they've done, jewel weeks, you know, daily login bonuses and anything. That's all he's done on that account. And I think I saw his, I think he got like a max of like 4.5 or 5 million score on the damage challenge with a free-to-play account. That's very, very good. And that's one of the best you're going to get there too. And that was done without Fenrir. If he had a Fenrir on that free-to-play account, I'm thinking that he might have been able to push into like the 7 million marker with that free-to-play count. So that's actually very good. And that would probably... I might be able to guarantee you top 1,000 spot, hopefully. So, that being said, though, it's still only about 7 million, and that's not even close to the 9.5 million needed to get the score you needed to get the bonuses, to get pretty much top 1,000 guaranteed, and also to get the 2 extra Chernabogs in order to gilt it when it comes out. So, you know, that is something to... That's kind of crazy that they gave that to us. I'm still in shock that they actually gave us a challenge like that for Global. It was just really surprising. And like I said, I don't see how free-to-plays can handle this. I think very, very select few casual-to-play players will be able to handle this. I know that even some of the whales are having a hard time reaching that marker. When all is said and done, I'm not going to be surprised if there are less than 100 players who are actually able to gilt this medal without Mickey B's, without Fantasia Mickey B's. I'm not seeing how many more than that will do it, unfortunately. So that's pretty crazy. But let's get into the actual setups now. This is what I'm using for this one. Of course, the new 0.2 Kyrie. I mean, look at her and all her awesomeness. She's a beautiful medal. It's a beautiful medal. I only got 108% gilt on her, so not too bad. I'm going to start mirroring her up to max later on. You don't need her at max, though, so I'm not too concerned about getting her max gilt with mirrors or anything, but it's there. I did give her an AB4 plus APP, though. That is because I do want the damage that she gives, for sure. And she also restores her SP usage. So when she uses SP, it's pretty much brought back and she doesn't cost anything, essentially, when it procs, which is very good. I'm quite fond of that situation myself right now. And also, it's pretty much, for me, it's pretty much a throwaway skill. There'll be others like it coming out, and I have other things to utilize. So if I have to replace it with anything that I may need later on, I'm okay to do that. Again, I didn't mind using this one either because I also run my Tyree and my other setup with Second Chance 2, so that medal has my Second Chance 2 on it. So I'm good either way. She is traded with a strength plus 1,000, which isn't bad. Obviously, I do want to get double cast on her, and eventually I will, just like I got it for Tyree and for Illustrated Kyrie. But, you know, that's in the future later on. She's now in the medal pool to draw from any banner now, so eventually I'll get more of her, and eventually I will roll that double cast trait on her, so good for that one. But she's also 8% booster. There are some boosters in here. They're only 1%, not amazing, but it's a good selection of buffers and debuffers for the challenge, so don't worry for that one. Not bad for that kind of thing. I mean, it's only a percent booster, not a whole lot, but you know, it's still a percent increase, and it'll help you out. Nominated in here just to copy my Cloud. She also has AB4 plus APP, and she has damage and rage, oddly enough, and a max gauge plus 2 on her. Cloud EX is in there too as well. One of those important things for this challenge, guys. You want preferably single target medals, but barring that, you want multi-hitting medals. You want the exact opposite of what you want for a high score challenge. In high score challenges, you want low multiplier medals except for your main one, and fewer hits, so that all the damage comes from your MVP medal high score challenge. The damage challenge is entirely different. You want flip all of that. You still want your highest multiplier. You want your highest multiplier medal on all of your medals with multi-hits. You want those multi-hits. The more hits you do, the more score you're going to get. Because this guy has a counter over it. There's 12 counters over it. And a counter doesn't go away for each hit you do. A counter goes away for each medal you use to attack with. So that's why having double cast is not a good thing for this challenge. You lose a hit, and you can't afford to do that. So you definitely need as best as possible no double cast medals at all. You need to go in there with your highest multiplier medals and your multiple hit medals. The higher hits it does, or the more hits it does, the better. So 10 hits, 11 hits, 12 hits. That's what you want. You want more of that. Cloud is in here because he is a buffer and debuffer on the enemy. Times 3 power buff, times 3 speed or power debuff. So great for that one. No traits. Oh, guys, sorry. My allergies is going crazy right now, man. No traits in this guy. He does have an AB3 max with Lux Plus on him because he is a raid medal for me as well. Nominee copies him, so when he gets in there, well, after 0.2 Kyrie and Nominee go off along with Cloudy X. I am at max power and power up and power down at fully. I'm at 7, so that's awesome. And the MVP of this setup right here is going to be, of course, PsyXB. PsyXB deals 12 hits, so again, more hits the better. And he has an insane multiplier of 6.41. When you factor that in, it becomes a 12.82 multiplier, which is, again, just absolutely phenomenal. He does have a AB3 Max plus SPH1 on him because he's worth it. I'm probably going to use him even outside of this event. Proud quest for sure. Certain quest bosses like Dark Sides are gonna melt against this guy easily. So he is definitely awesome in that regard. The only stipulation with this dude, unfortunately, is that he deals more damage the more gauges are full. So obviously, if you don't have max gauges, when you get to him, he's not going to deal as much damage. Which makes it a shame that I can't really use my Tyree. I would really like to use my Tyree in this case, but my Tyree has double cast. And I never thought I'd be cursing the fact that some of my medals have double cast on them, except for this event. I'm just like, why does my Key Art Sky have double cast, and why does Tyree have double cast? Because now I can't really use them as well as I wanted to. Man, Tyree, not so much for the PSM up, PSM down, because I get that from Cloudy X and Nominee and 0.2 Kyrie, but because of the SP restore. If she went off, then she would ensure that PsyXB always had max gauges to hit and do his max multiplier damage with, but it is what it is. But he's there for that one. Again, amazing multiplier, multi-hits, 12 of them, so that's awesome. And then my backup right here is going to be my Key Art Sky. Max Gilded, AB4 in it, and I did take off an AB3 Max to replace with AB4 just for this event, because I did want to get Chernabog. And some of you are going to go like, why would you waste a skill like that? AB3 Max is so much better than AB4. Usually, yes. Overall, yes. But when AB4 does go off, it does amazing damage for it. And also, too, it's a throwaway medal. It's a throwaway skill. I can replace my AB3 if I need to, and I'm not too concerned about replacing that. Granted, and I know that's a total well statement, and I'm sorry. I do feel a little dirty saying that, but for my game, thankfully, for my game, I can afford to do that, and it doesn't really impact me at all. It's easily replaceable for me. I know that's not the case for a lot of players. I'm sorry, but for me, that is what it is. But he will copy my PsyXB. He does, unfortunately, have double cast on it and max H plus 2. So I did indeed have to work around the double cast. Actually, I needed to have the AB4 on him to get past the double cast because I wasn't able to use my shared medal in order to do that. If I didn't have double cast on this guy, I would easily break, I'm betting, 11 to 12 million easily. If I had double cast, I'm losing that much damage because I can't use my shared medal at the end of this. But it is what it is, and we'll go from there. But that's it right there, guys. That's really what you need in order to reach that 9.5 skill. On this one, I am going to go through and do it with you guys one time and show you guys how to work it out. I am borrowing my ally Uranus's SP Vanitas. He has his SP Vanitas equipped with also 83 max and SP gauge 1, and it has aerial defense minus 60 and max HP plus 800, which is, that's great. You know, awesome. It's also a boosted one too on top of that, so even better. This dude deals 9 hits, which is awesome, and it also restores 3 gauges, which is also exceedingly helpful. It has a multiplier of, let's see, 8.6 and then 2.15. So about 10.2, 10.3 multiplier at max, which is very good. So again, very high multiplier, and a lot of hits, 9 hits. So he's great for that. And again, that's what you want. So we're going there with that one. And I will show you guys what I worked on. Ooh, some people are sharing their PsyXs as well. Let's see here. 2 on that one, okay. And you have Strength. That's actually a really good PsyX this event. And you have Ground. Okay, that's also very good too as well. Huh, I might want to try it with one of these guys afterwards, just to see how it works out. Although, that wouldn't actually be fun because those guys wouldn't get very much multiplier because I won't have very much SP when it goes off. So, not so much for me. Huh. Well, ideas. We're going there with SP Vanitas. Oh my god, my allergies. Sorry. Alright, so here we go. Okay, let's do this. Hopefully they proc. She does not, unfortunately. Hopefully Nominee procs. She does, which is good. Alright, and now Cloudy X. Alright, and now Science. Watch what Science can do now. Over 100k a hit. This guy's dealing over 1 million damage. Like 1.2 million, I think it was. Yeah, about 1.2 million is what he's dealing, so that's awesome. And now for this guy, I need this guy to proc. If AB4 doesn't proc, then we'll have to restart it and try again. So hopefully it will proc. It does, awesome. 1.4, 146,000 damage per hit, which is awesome. Oh, it procs again, awesome. So 60k there. And now my the SP Phineas will go off. Restores those 3 gauges. 83, not bad. So that puts me at 57 or 5.7 million in the first go around. So obviously, like I said, guys, if I was able to have Phineas go off again, the last hit, I would get a lot more score. Unfortunately, like I said, not going to happen. But it's okay. All right, she procced again too, so we got a bit of gauge back for Sykes B. Cloud goes off again. Alright, Syx. Alright, 8 million now. I need a proc. Hopefully it procs. Please proc. Please, 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 please. It does proc. Excellent. There we go, guys. Oh, crap. Holy shit. Sorry. New score. 9.8 million. Not bad. Not bad at all. I guess because it proc all AB4 proc each time I use it, so that's great. Like I said, if I was able to have SP Phineas go off again after that, then I would get an even higher score. Like I said, I would break that probably 11.5 to 12 million marker with this setup here. But that is what's needed, guys, for this in order to break that 9.5 million benchmark. And like I said, even whales are having a hard time reaching that 9.5 million benchmark there. Okay, went to 24, not bad. And that, unfortunately, guys, that's just the way it is. Sadly, like I said, I'm gonna try and do a few setups, a few more setups of different keyblades, maybe some different metals in there. I'm thinking some things to possibly use. I don't know yet. Like I said, I'm having a hard time thinking of what can actually be used that's accessible to everybody in order to try and even come close to breaking that 9.5 million marker. But we have to Monday. It ends at 12 a.m. Monday, so we have some time to work on it a bit more. This is a setup here, guys, and I hope it helps you guys out. I know that my setup is not free-to-play friendly, but this event is not free-to-play friendly. And I hope you guys are able to do as best you can with the event. Like I said, the most important things to remember with the event are to go in there with high multiplier damage, high multiplier metals. You want the higher the multiplier, the better. Preferably a single target, but Cloudy X is in there because of the power buff and debuff. His multiplier isn't as good as the other ones, unfortunately, but that multiplier, or that buff and debuff he gives, more than makes up for the lower multiplier that he has overall. So, there's that. Single target metals are what you really want in that one. Again, high multiplier, multi-hits. The more hits it deals, the better out of that. Because like I said, it doesn't matter how many hits it deals. The counter doesn't go down for each hit it's dealing. The counter goes down for each time you use a metal to either swipe, tap, or to use a special. So it doesn't matter either way. So multi-hitting, high multiplier. That's what you guys need to focus on the most going through with this damage challenge. That is how the damage challenge is defeated and taken on. Like I said, it's the complete opposite of a high score challenge. High score challenge, you want fewer hits, lower multipliers except for your MVP. For these damage challenge, again, high multipliers, multi-hits. Preferably, in this case, single target. I know that in JP, they have a pick your path one, so you're able to pick your path and do a little better off that. And they also have it where you can face like groups of mobs. And I know that you get the people who are breaking like that 14 million marker in the top 10 and everything are actually killing that mushroom. As crazy as that sounds, they are killing that mushroom. And that's what's giving them that massive boost in score. Apparently, if you kill that thing, you get a pretty big boost in score. And that's the same for the mobs in the JP version of the damage challenge as well. So, hopefully in the future with next damage challenges, we'll actually get like, you know, the pick your path. So you're able to make a keyblade that's a little more geared to get you a higher score. Obviously, in this one, Fender is the best one to go with. Maybe even Treasure Trove, perhaps, if you have a max level Treasure Trove. Again, guys, sorry, allergies. Yeah, so Treasure Trove might be a good one to go through as well to defeat this challenge. We'll find out, though, obviously. But that's it, guys. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Best of luck in this damage challenge. I hope the advice I gave for this damage challenge is going to be helpful to you guys. I'm sorry it's not very free-to-play friendly at all, but I am definitely going to work and try and put up some setups that maybe utilize other keyblades and maybe different metals that aren't like total well metals like Cloud EX, and to try and like get past this for you guys a little easier. So we'll see what we can do. But again, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know how you guys are. Let me know how you guys are doing down there in the damage challenge in the comments below. If you guys have any setups that are doing well, that are like maybe even coming close to it or to that 9.5 million mark or anything, please leave down there in the comments below so we can help some more people get this thing guilted and reach higher in the damage challenge. We can come together as a community to try and raise this up a little bit more. But anything will help. Any ideas you give out there, somebody might be able to take your step idea and just tweak it a little bit to work with what they have and maybe hopefully reach the goal. But we'll see. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.